EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were gonna try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Open man downfield, it's Hockenson. They get 20 on the connection. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Minnesota.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on it, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. One more time going up top with Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
That one taken in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll air one out. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big-time play for the Bears. 47 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. A handoff running left. It's Pacheco. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Here's Allen. This is caught down that right sideline. A gain of 24 through the air. It'll be a Vikings first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, Allen. This one intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. On first down, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Nailor. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A give here to Pacheco. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now Allen on 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Allen going to throw again. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. That is caught back corner of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Demario Davis there on the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That's caught! What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Bears. An even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. This fielded inside the 35. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. To connect there. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Williams to throw on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Boy, easy call for an official. Once the receiver steps out of bounds, he can't be the first guy to touch it, so that brings out the flag. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is going to be called in. He's got it. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears go up by 7, 28-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one brought in by Hawkinson. Now a timeout signal for them, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. So we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Once again, it's Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
A handoff to Pacheco. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Moore going in motion. To the left side, he's got Komet.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Going up top. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll send a tight end in motion. Allen working from the pistol. Open man downfield. It's Hockenson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wide. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and we got some big plays in their future. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's inside the 35. And he is gone. 70 yards. It's a touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Bears 42, Vikings 27. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he will dive into the end zone. 93 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now This defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now this Williams hit, and he loses the football. The Vikings have got it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 2nd down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, as you can see on this run, this is a back who is not going to shy away from contact. He actually welcomes it. His ability to run through contact, break tackles, and still have the speed and burst to pick up big yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And that one incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Allen. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must, if they come out for 1st and goal. to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And this is what happens when you can pair a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Allen gonna throw again. A throw left side, gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A carry here for Brown. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Bears first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A run. It's Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the first down. And it sets up fourth down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
We all won.